Hello and welcome. We are looking for $2 million homes around the country. This time it's New Mexico. I'm going to have links in the description below to all the houses. See them while you can. They may be gone or when they get sold. So here we go. I really liked New Mexico is that you had the Southwest, but yet you had snow too. It was kind of odd. This first one is kind of a great place to start your commune. So it had the house is kind of simple, but it's on 40 acres, and the real selling point is all this extra stuff for horses and for a garden and for a greenhouse, and it's got a creek, and so it's a big getaway area. It's located just southeast of Santa Fe and 25 minutes from Las Vegas, New Mexico. So anyway, better luck next time. Next up, this house was a great lodge, but it kind of suffers from like the North does it better. So this you could find kind of a better lodge in Minnesota or North Dakota, although it certainly has that feel, and it's nice and it's wonderful, and 4,500 square feet, and I think it was kind of undersized on the acreage, so it only quote had 5 acres, but it was a nice big log cabin. This might be better states to do this. I get kind of stuck sometimes because, like, for New Mexico, I want to see Southwest style houses. This is another one which is a great. This had, let's see, it had a main house, two cabins, a duplex cabin, and a garage, and it had 42 acres. So this was another kind of great get away from it all. It's located way up here north, so a great just to kind of get away from it all kind of house. The snow, which still surprises me, but really another place of really nice land and a log cabin feel to it. Actually, several cabins. So if you wanted kind of a compound, here's another one. Moving on, this one was kind of odd. It was kind of the biggest difference between the outside and the inside. It's like the outside to me is a little scraggly, a little sad. You have just this dirt pile across from the house, and it's located right by the border. So really, actually, just across from the border of El Paso. So effectively, you're a suburb of El Paso. But you move into the house, and it's kind of very glitzy. It's kind of the biggest change from outside to inside, and just not my style, but they went for it. My goodness. And sometimes I think I'd change my mind about it, but it just kind of living in the opulence would be a bit much. It does have an indoor pool. Let's go back to that view. It has an indoor pool, so that's a very cool feature, and in case it snows down there or it gets hot. So that's great. Very nice setup. In addition to having this pool area, it also has like the kitchen area is just it's also very nice. It's but for some reason they also have a separate whole like ballroom with a little bar area, so you could like host events stuff here. So there was ways I really like this, but the outside I just was not drawn to very much. I don't know why that was a deal breaker for me, but I think it'd be cool to have your own pool and your own ballroom. Moving on, this house I think kind of suffered like the last one. It's just I don't know. You look at the outside, and I just wouldn't want to drive up to it that much. This one's located. It's a south suburb of Albuquerque, and it's got 7,400 square feet. I like the house, and it was stylish. And one thing I think this is the house that had just the really cool. Yes, the couch. The house would have to come with the couch because the couch just totally fit this, and maybe that's just a series of recliners, but it just was very cool. I really like the red splashes in the carpet, and the recliner slash couches just were very nice. Um, but there wasn't, and they had other parts that were very artistic, and I like the ceiling they put up here. They didn't have to, but they made it better than it could have been. And another little cooking area, which is probably like the outside. Yeah, you have like this outside little cooking area with a little seat. I think is very fun. And they pool and billiards area. Did not have a pool. New Mexico homes in general did not have a lot of pools, which was kind of surprising to me. This one did. So overall, it was really nice. But for some reason, I didn't like the land of it. But looking at it now, I like it. Some of these, I really like the New Mexico homes. They were great. I think I may have to push that one up. Anyway, so this one was just, I don't know if I could pull it off, but it was very nice. It's just in Santa Fe, so just south of Santa Fe, I should say, and it's a Moroccan design, and the inside was very stylish. I'm trying to get to some of that, and fun room for the outside. Here we go. So they had an outdoor hot tub, but let's see. I think it had 5 acres, and it was just a nice, unique area. I think actually I picked the last house over this one, but that was just bringing something different to the table. I think they said it had a tiled Turkish bath and copper sinks. So here we go. Up next, so this one is if you really want to get away from people, this had 505 acres, and it is located, the downside of this was it's all the way up here, which is good and bad. If you want to get away from it all, done. But you are I think it was an hour drive into Santa Fe, easy. So it just seemed a bit far out, but I could see living there because the views were spectacular. And you get this house, the house wasn't bad. It wasn't that $1.7 million house, but it was just having 500 acres. Was just extremely cool. I'm like, that's your land. It's just outstanding. But it, to me, was just a bit far away. Very cool though. Very southwest. Okay, so this house I really liked. Initially it was at the top, but it got bumped down a little bit. Whoops. Bumped down because of the area. And in here it's like the big fish in the pond. So the next closest, the houses around it were like $300,000. So that was a little concerning. But here we go. It had a nice peaceful grounds. It was very, I like, they put more into the design than they had to. So this was somebody's labor of love, and I really like that. And you gotta have a table for 26. You could reenact the Last Supper because you could put 13 people on one side of this table. It is outstanding. So definitely a big house for entertaining. Nice big kitchen. Another kitchen area, another pantry prep area. So it's like this house just feels like it's built for multiple families, and great for getting together. Yeah, outdoor entertaining areas. It was by some creek, but it didn't have, I don't know. It did have like a nice downstairs entertaining area. So it was all right. I was just a little concerned about having the big house in the smaller neighborhood, but overall I really like this house a lot. I was impressed overall, like I said, with New Mexico. Super cool. Okay, so up next is this one. Had a lot of green, which was surprising to me. I don't know why, because you see snow, but it just had a good southwest feel to it. It was located, it's a suburb of Albuquerque, and it just felt warm. It didn't have anything that I think I liked the outdoor of this. It was just very peaceful and calming to me. I could see coming home to that would be just very relaxing. I don't know why some of these you pull up to them and they'd be a little stressful, but this one I really cared for. And finally, this Albuquerque one, it kind of won out because I like the neighborhood, and it was right by all, just east of Albuquerque, but like all these trails right here. It'd be really easy just to get away. And the house itself just was very southwest. So warm, very open, little bar area. So you could entertain and have all your friends and do all that. And look at that! Wow, that is a live-in closet, not a walk-in closet. So overall, I just like the location of this and the overall southwest feel of it. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. Hope you're doing well, and have a great morning or evening wherever you're at, and take care.